Hi guys, and welcome back to another LD Modern texture pack update video. So I've actually released this a day early on Planet Minecraft, and I'm going to do that pretty much all the time, I think, from now on. I'll just put it on Facebook and Twitter and things, just in case there's any bugs in it or any weird stuff that you guys notice. Then at least I can go through all of that. So yeah, got loads and loads of stuff. Obviously you need connected textures mod, as can be seen in Optifine, for example. And you've got your connected textures here, otherwise you'll see stuff like this. I can see I've started to do some of the default textures as well, but yeah, make sure you've got connected textures. So currently this only works on 1.7. Hopefully 1.8 will have something. Hopefully. But anyway, so the first one is traffic lights. And hell yes, we have got animated traffic lights. Yeah, how cool is that? I am going to sort it out so that on the side, when this one's green, that one's red, you know, so it's all in sync. I just haven't had time to go through the animation type bits and add it, but metadata wise that is 89:3. So if I grab a stick, and of course you need world edit basically to do this, so make sure you've got that as well. If I just do REPL 89:3, there we go. Just grab a block, and I'll show you how this actually works. Actually, if I just go up a couple of these, so when you actually just do the first one, you'll just get a white. Basically a white light. This is glowstone, so it's actually a metadata of glowstone, so you will actually have light coming from this. You can use this for, you know, some big lights like this, for example. That's kind of why I've put it in together. And you can see the glowstone textures there. This one doesn't flash, but, you know, you can use it for those type of things. If you then connect one on top, it'll instantly go from, go from green to red in a bit. And you'll see that there's a pause between. I couldn't actually stop that. So you can have a really, really small traffic light. If you then put another one on, you'll get the yellow in between. You can see that the border goes around it as well, so it connects up pretty nicely. What happens if you keep on going? Well, the middle ones just keep on expanding as yellows. Kind of cool. Kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So yeah, you can go on pretty much forever with those. They're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with those. Also, the top texture itself you can use for... Well, I'm not really too sure what you can use it for, but I guess you could do it as a catwalk. Very, very weirdly. So you can actually have this as a catwalk. Actually, that's a really good idea. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, that's another idea. So you've got this to actually walk on. This is obviously light, so it's actually glowstone, and on the side you get those lights. So yeah, use that as a catwalk. I didn't even think about that, but another top texture there. Next one we have is 4:5. This will give you a single white line. This is to be used with roads. So I'm just going to grab this. Obviously you guys will have to do REPL 4:5. If I just put this into here, you can see that the actual line kind of joins together and stuff. So I'm sure you guys are going to come up with loads of different ways to make different letters, for example. There's a weird B. Maybe you can just do some like that. That's, I don't know what that is. There we go, there's an A. Awesome. So yeah, you can join up all of those ones. I will probably, at some point, these corner pieces right here, smooth them out so it's a curve. But for the time being, the easiest way for me to do it was to do it with those other bits. So these can be used obviously mainly for your roads, quite thick white lines. I'll actually give you some examples in a second, or at the end of the video. Let's give you some examples at the end of the video of what you can do with like type of these stuff. 4:6 is your single yellow. Exactly the same as that one, just yellow. Pretty self-explanatory. 4:7 will give you a double white line. This is really not use that much on roads, but you know, you can have your white line going across here. I have joined the edge piece here like that. It's just because when you go to the side, it makes more sense. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm sure again you'll make loads of cool patterns. And of course, it is raining. Let's just do, or can I just do weather clear? I can't remember the commands on this. I'm too used to the server stuff. So yeah, I'm sure you guys can come up with some cool floor patterns for those as well. And of course, single yellow. Kind of cool. You can see here I've made some weird faces. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. That's the mouth, just in case you didn't know. Yeah, don't ask. But yeah, you've got all of those ones. So basically, just added 4:5, 4:6, 4:7, 4:8. Now, next one we have different type of stone brick texture. I think that's pretty cool, actually. It tiles a lot better. a lot better, actually, than the one before. It tiles perfectly. And also, I'll show you at the end, these ones without the connected texture stuff to show you what it would look like in 1.8. I won't switch into 1.8 yet, but I do have a couple of textures already in the pack now. I've started working on both. So yeah, no stone brick texture, tiles perfectly, as you can see. There's loads of variation in it as well. There's 16 variation blocks. So even though these ones look pretty similar, the actual pattern here is different. The actual stone behind it is different. And as you can see, yeah, it just looks a lot better, I think, as a wall. And also, because it tiles so nicely, even with the buggy 1.7 texture, or 1.72 textures, God, I'm struggling now, you can see that it actually just works a lot better. I think it's kind of nice. It's a bit more modern-y. It's a lot nicer than the one I had before, I think. And of course, the stone brick wall metadata, I can't remember which one it is, but that looks a lot better as well, as you can see here, especially when it's going across from west to east. You actually get the white line around the side. When you do go this way, it's not as perfect, but, you know, it's a lot better, I think. You know, it's kind of cool. I've finally added mossy stone brick, so it doesn't really look that mossy. I don't know what you guys think. I was thinking for modern pack, not really actually putting moss stone in it. Instead, I've done a darker variant of this one, or this one. So you've actually got kind of like an accent block type thing. You can see me using it as a floor here. So it's a bit darker. I might play around with the colour and make it a little bit more darker. Possibly. I don't know. I want to get your feedback first. Cracked stone bricks, what I've done with these is I have put in graffiti blocks. So this is pretty cool. Again, tiles exactly as you can see, they just look like they are almost like paintings in a way, which is really cool. So I've got 16 of those. Get out of here. I've got troll face. Maybe you guys know what that is, maybe you don't. Some just random graffiti. This one says Jesus on it. Why not? Dana, I just thought that was cool, so I just threw that on there. Rebel Alliance, don't ask. There's loads of stuff. Boom. And watch where you step. And yeah, so they also tile on the top as well. They do look a bit weird when you just place one down like in a pillar. It's like weird graffiti totem. I don't know. And also, weirdly, I didn't realise this, so I'm going to have to ask you guys about the writing, because on different directions it actually gets flipped upside down. I don't know if that's a I think it's a 1.7 thing, or 1.72 thing. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, got those in there. Chiseled stone brick, what I've gone for instead is a slightly different one that still works with the stone brick, but is actually a pillar. And it's kind of a very modern pillar. So again, you know, you've just got this normal wrapped around here, and the border will just keep on expanding. I've tried to go with the white border theme, same as the stone brick. It's not exact, but it works. It melds into itself. As you can see, yeah, it's pretty close. So yeah, we've got that one. That's also quite a nice little road texture. At the minute, I've just got it like this. I think what I'm going to do is do CTM so that there's just a white border around it, but it just tiles with this. That's what I'm thinking of doing. That'll be in the next release, probably. We then have another variant, which is 98:4. And this one is basically the same. You can see the top texture again is a little bit different. I didn't see any point putting this texture on the top. I don't think it'd work. I don't know. If you guys think it will, I'll put it on there. But it's just like a wallpapery type material. Kind of looks kind of cool. I think I like it. Well, I do like it. I think I like it. I do like it, yes, indeed. New red sand texture. I'm not 100% yet on this one. Again, I want your feedback. So I've changed the default to fit with this as well. This is the normal one. This is the red one. I'm going to try it out in like the mesa biomes and see if that works. If it doesn't, I'll play around with it even more. It's not 100% color-wise. I think it's too pinky. It looks like salmon color. So I'm not too sure. This one, you're probably thinking, whoa, this is so cool. This I actually saw in another texture pack by a guy called Yaza, I think it is. Huntington City. There's some sort of city, but it's a brewing stand, but it's the metadata of it. Obviously this one doesn't have a floor. That'll get fixed when I put in the proper brewing stand. So yeah, brewing stands currently look a bit weird by themselves. Actually, they kind of look cool. I think that looks a bit better than the old one, but I don't know. So yes, this is a metadata, so it's 117:12 up to 15. So again, we grab the stick, and we just do REPL 117:12, for example. Boom. Traffic cone. Just really neat when I saw it in the texture pack. The other texture pack, and I was just like, I've got to do something like that because that is just freaking awesome. Especially with roads, now you can actually close off, you know, places and I don't know, it just makes it look a lot more realistic, I think. Oh, get that. But yeah, I just thought that was awesome. Obviously, it is emitting smoke. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. White trapdoor in the sky biome. So this is for toilets. I tried to make a toilet seat. Quitster wanted me to make a toilet seat. It's more complicated than you think. Because what I wanted to do is just have this part as solid, then it curves around, then goes back. Now, that works in one direction, but as soon as I did this curved down to here. And then when I actually went onto the side, for example, here, it was still curling this way. So I would have had to make like tons of different textures just for the same texture and then figure out which metadatas are which. It would have been such annoyance and so fiddly that I didn't see too much point. But it does tile really, really nicely when you... Let's actually just show you guys. Actually, I should do another colour behind this. I'll do like light blue, I don't know why. Spacey textures, space mega toilet. So there you go, it tiles pretty nicely. I was just going to ask you guys if I should keep it like this and have it super smooth, or if I should have a border around it. I don't know yet. If you guys could give me your feedback on that one. Next one, I'm really proud with this one. This is freaking cool. I'm not 100% on the texture, but then a couple little things. The dispenser, it has now got the proper top texture. I've just matched it to the sides. And yeah, so that's fixed. I guess that could go in the pack. I forgot to mention that in the Planet Minecraft page. But yeah, that's fixed now. Obviously, the washing machine idea I had for it before. And if I built my toilet up again, which was... Yeah, that's a washing machine. It's supposed to be on the side. I'll take that texture off and do something with it. I don't really know. So it only works that way. Yeah, tell me what you think about the drawers and if I should... make them a little bit different. I'm trying to make it so that they fit with kind of like kitchen stuff. So I might leave that there. But yes, onto the double fridge. You might be like, double furnace fridge? Well, how does this work? Put down a furnace, put one on top, you got a fridge. Hell yeah, connected textures, I love you. Now, you will get the top texture. Nothing I can do about this. I tried for about 20 minutes figuring out a way. It's too specific because it's got a block ID of, well, I think 61 and 62. And I was trying to affect the top texture, but every time it affected this one. So I just left it, but grey carpet fixes it, so... You know, and that looks alright, actually. I think that looks better with the grey carpet on top. Instead of that, it gives it a little bit more depth. It doesn't tile quite right if I put one on top. There you go. Haven't got it to tile quite right when you go up more than 2. So yeah, just do too high. Who has a fridge that's 3 meters and tall or higher? But I will work on it. I want to get a nicer one that fits in more with this grey. But it was mainly just a concept to see if I could do it, and I can, so freaking awesome. Okay, new wooden door. Yep, I changed it from the glass one, gave it an update. Reason being, glass one's cool, but there isn't really too many uses for it. I was kind of like talking to Quitster as well, and you know, you've got it for a glass door, but you can't use it indoors. Indoors, you had to use the iron door all the time for like everything, pretty much. So we've got a new wooden door, and I think this one looks really nice. This will also be the wood oak one in 1.8. You also notice I've got a load of other doors, and yes, I'm in 1.7. There you go, you can see 1.7. 1.7 right there. I've put in some biome-specific ones. These are actually all the ones that are the 1.8 doors. Well, actually, except for the red one. The red one was there before as a test. They don't work 100%, alright? I'm not going to lie to you. They're not 100%. But yeah, we've got one. This is the birch door in 1.8. I've just left these here so that it doesn't have the light coming through. If you look on the other side, you'll notice that they all have the wooden door texture, except for the one that is actually an iron door. That's just... There's no way the Biome ones work. There's no data value for this as such. It just is. So yeah, birch wooden door for 1.8. This is in the birch forest biomes. So birch door, birch forest biomes. Makes sense, right? So just, you know, cycle through those, do set biome. So here you go, I'm in birch forest at the minute, right now. There we go. There's your birch forest. So right there, and in plains it's normal. So that's what you need to do, just change the biome. Now, when you put 2 of them together, it looks alright. If you do it like that, not that way, The other way then. What's the other way? I need to get rid of this one. Right, okay. If I do it this way, this way, there you go. That's what I was trying to do. If you try and do a double door with it, even though these are in the right biomes, this is why I didn't do biome specific doors before. Just for you guys that are wondering, they're so weird. I don't understand it. So yeah, you got one there. So it'll do it depending on that front face, as long as it's in the biome, as you can see. So yeah, and the side texture's a bit weird, but I'm going to fix that in the 1.8 ones. Next one we have is the spruce wood door in 1.8, or in the tiger biomes. So tiger, mega spruce, tiger, all those type of ones. Basically think where you're going to get the piece of wood, the type of wood. Birch forest has birch, that's where you get the birch door. Tiger, you get the ferns and fir trees and spruce. So you get a spruce wooden door. Next one is jungle. Again, this is jungle biomes. All of those jungle wood, you get a jungle door. This is the acacia door. I think this one was quite cool actually. So this is the acacia door. You get it in savanna. Makes sense again. I'm trying to be as sensible as possible with these biome specific ones. And this is dark oak, which I think is pretty awesome actually. I really like this one. Roofed forest. So again, where'd you get the dark oak roof forest? Makes sense. And then we have extreme hills. This is my original test. Extreme hills just gets you a red door. This was literally just the iron door that I took and I just put a red filter on it. I'm not that happy with it, to be honest. But yeah, doors. Lots of doors. But that's pretty much it for the text pack. If I just show you as well, and you'll probably notice this block in my inventory looks pretty cool. I've started to go through those as well. If I just turn off connected textures right here, there we go. You'll see that this still works. That's what I'm trying to gear up the actual texture pack as much as possible anyway, so that it just works. Obviously these ones don't. Obviously that doesn't work. Obviously this does, but yeah, there you go. You can see the top texture. So you only get the actual furnace texture if you got connected textures. Oh well, and now you can see all these wooden doors. Yeah, the actual stone brick. I think this works pretty nicely. It doesn't tile perfectly because I went for a free block or brick split. So you get this doubling here. I think it kind of makes it look interesting, a bit different than the normal ones. And you can see there, it's just my face is everywhere, or my logo face. Logo face? Yeah, logo face. That's what I'm gonna go with. So yeah, I got those. So that looks actually pretty good. As well as those ones. So I'm trying to gear up for all of those type of textures. Anyway, let me show you some of the things I've done with the roads. Okay, so some of the examples with the roads. Here I have, and if you guys really want me to, I can do an actual road thing. I've started to set up a load of examples right here. But yeah, here we go. Got the single white line. This obviously makes it look a lot thicker. But there you go, white line. If you are on, obviously, the Xbox and stuff, you just use white. But if you guys do want me to do this, then it'll work. So this has just got 2 roads. I've used 5 wide now. I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got a yellow line, and I've gone for the double yellow down there. Next one, again, this is just double the actual size. You can see I've started to mess around with these as well. So you'll get a sneak peek of, these are like the Chicago style, over the top of the road type ways. I think this looks pretty ace, to be honest. I'm really happy with that one. Again, if you guys want me to do like tutorials and stuff on those, that's fine. So yeah, these are just my road templates. Then what I did is when I went with the double split, I decided to do yellow, just a single yellow on the side. I think this is what, medium density avenue. So 2 roads on each side, 4 lanes total with a split in there. This one again, just use the yellow. This is just a high density one, 3 lanes or 6 lanes in total, 3 per side. And yeah, this is where it starts getting really cool. You'll get a kind of example here. So yeah, high density streetcar avenue, hell yeah. And I've started to do like a futuristic style monorail thing. These cars are by Taffinator or Zarius. So yeah, that's starting to look pretty good. That's kind of examples of what you can use them for. With these ones as well, I just use 3 blocks here, and then give a 3 block gap. But it looks bigger than 3 blocks because it's about 3.5 or 4 blocks, but it's not. So I've been using them to offset my roads without actually offsetting them. Yeah, I think Taff's working on his own style monorail as well over there. As you can see, pretty cool. So we've been messing around with these, trying to basically use every single texture that we've got to make better roads. But if you guys do want me to go through these, I'll make up a load more of these. I've got the base roads, but I haven't got intersections yet. That's what I'm going to be doing next. So, yeah. And you can also see that Tav started to lay out his cars pretty nicely for a new project, which I'm excited about. But anyway, as always, guys, if you have any suggestions for the texture pack or anything you want to be added, then feel free to obviously comment as usual. But yeah, it's coming along quite nicely, I think. It's getting there. And you can see some art here. Yeah, that's what I call art. Don't ask. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment as always, and I'll see you on the next one.